Good morning, children. Saira. Let's continue with our chapter 13, Congruency of Triangles. In the previous sessions, we have studied for two triangles to be congruent, the six corresponding paths should be congruent. That is, three angles should be congruent, three sides should be congruent. But out of these six, if three specific paths are given, then they determine the test of congruency. So, three specific paths determine the test of congruency. These are the different tests of congruency. First one, SAS test, side angle side test. That is the two sides and the included angle. Next one is SSS test, that is side test. Third one, ASA test, angle side angle test. Two angles and the side included by them. Next is AAS, that is angle side, or SAA test. And the next one is hypotenuse side test. For hypotenuse side test, the given triangles should be right angle triangles. These are remaining congruent paths. We have studied that three specific paths determine the test of congruency. So, remaining congruent paths also we write, and they are corresponding angles of congruent triangles. In short, we write CACT. Corresponding sides of congruent triangles, CSCT. So, when we write CACT or CSCT, it is related to remaining congruent parts. Let's continue with practice set 13.2. In each pair of triangles given below, paths shown by identical marks are congruent. State the test and the one-to-one correspondence of vertices by which triangles in each pair are congruent and remaining congruent parts. So, first of all, identical marks are given. Identical marks indicate that these parts are congruent. Then what we have to do? We have to state the test, one-to-one correspondence and the remaining congruent parts. Second question. Now you have to observe the figure properly. Now when you observe the figure, the two triangles are there. So according to the triangle name, you will take the corresponding parts. If first one we are taking as triangle PRQ, that is first one, and then the next one is triangle. Now observe the vertices. For vertex P, the corresponding vertex is T, and for vertex Q, the corresponding vertex is S. So according to that we have named as PRQ. So it will be TRS. So these are the names. Now what are the identical marks? If you will see the identical marks, PR is congruent to TR. QR, side QR is congruent to side SR. So if you observe the figures, you will find two identical marks are given, but we require three specific parts. Then which is the third one? You have to find out that. And which is the third information? These are the vertically opposite angles which are congruent. Angle PRQ. Which is the angle PRQ? This is the angle PRQ, congruent to TRS. So now you observe properly which test is formed. It is side angle side. Side angle side. So before solution you understand what is given and which test we got. So let's continue. Solution. Which are the triangles? In triangle PRQ, this is the triangle PRQ and triangle TRS. Now correspondence. The correspondence is PRQ corresponds to TRS. And better you name the triangles in such a way so the correspondence becomes easy. Now what are the given parts? What is the given information? Side PR is congruent to side TR. So we will write side PR congruent to side TR. And in bracket we are writing the reason. The reason is given. These are the identical marks. Identical marks indicate these parts are congruent. Next is side QR. See the identical marking. And side SR. So side QR is congruent to side SR. The reason is given. Then vertically opposite angle. Which is that angle? Angle PRQ. So angle PRQ congruent to angle TRS. And we know vertically opposite angles are congruent. So angle PRQ congruent to angle TRS. Reason is vertically opposite angles. Therefore, triangle PRQ is congruent to triangle TRS by which test it is? SAS test. So it is SAS test. These two triangles are congruent. Now what we have to do? We have to write the remaining congruent parts. Now for writing the remaining congruent parts, we have to check which are the parts remaining. One angle we have taken, so still two angles are there. So in that the one angle is angle RPQ. Angle RPQ congruent to angle RTS. So angle RPQ congruent to angle RTS, and the reason is CACT, corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Next angle is RQP congruent to angle RST, and the reason is CACT. Angle RQP congruent to angle RST, and the reason CACT. And now what is remaining is side. Side PQ congruent to side TS. And what we will write in bracket? CSCT, corresponding sides of congruent triangles. So these are the remaining congruent parts. And also what we have to keep in mind, which vertex is corresponding? P is corresponding to T and Q is corresponding to S, and R is with R only. So this will become easy for you to write the correspondence and test. Next question is, now observe the figure. So the triangles, you can say these are the triangles. First one triangle, if we are taking the first one triangle as DCH, then another one will be DCF. So this is DCF and this is DCH. So these are the two triangles. Then we have to find out the identical marks. Now you can see here the identical mark, and these are the identical marks, same, right? So angle, you can say H is congruent with F. This is single letter name, we will be writing 3 letter name. And then you can see C is congruent with C. And two identical marks are given. Again now third one, observe the figure properly. What you will find is side DC is congruent to side DC. That is the reason every segment is congruent to itself. So for congruent we use this marking, that is for similar. Every segment is common to itself. So now which test is formed, children? It is SAA, side angle side test. So by observation you have to find. Now solution. In triangle CDH, this depends on you how you are naming it, CDH, and in triangle CDH and CDF. What we have to keep in mind, vertex H is corresponding to vertex F. C is with C, D is with D. So in triangle CDH and triangle CDF. Next step, correspondence. CDH corresponds to CDF. Then what is given? DCH, angle DCH congruent to angle DCF. So we will write angle DCH congruent to angle DCF. Reason is given. So you write that, given. Then the next angle is angle DHC. This one, angle DHC. angle DHC, this one, and angle DFC, this one. So reason is given. And side DC is congruent to DC. The reason is common side, because we know every segment is congruent to itself. Therefore, triangle CDH is congruent to triangle CDF. By which test? It is SAA test. Now what we have to do is, we have to write the remaining congruent parts. Now for remaining congruent parts, what is remaining? So two angles were there, the third one. So angle CDH this one with CDF. So angle CDH is congruent to angle CDF. Reason, corresponding angles of congruent triangles CACT. Next is side DH congruent to DF. So we will write side DH congruent to side DF. Reason, CSCT, corresponding side of congruent triangles. Then CH congruent to CF, and the reason is corresponding side of congruent triangles. Next question. In the adjacent figure, segment AD is congruent to segment EC. Which additional information is needed to show that triangle ABD is congruent to EBC by AAS test? So this question is little different, children. Here what is given is, in the adjacent figure, segment AD is congruent to EC, and only this information is given, and we can also see the identical marks. So this information is given, and what is asked? Which additional information is needed? So we have to provide the additional information so that angle ABD is and angle EBC will be congruent by AAS test, angle side. So here test is given, information is given, but something is missing, and that missing information we have to give. That additional information is needed. Previous one what we did was, information was given and we have to find out the test. We have to state the test. Here test is given, some information is given, but it is missing. So we have to find the additional information. And name of the triangle you can give anyway, but when correspondence comes, you have to be very careful. So we know B is corresponding to B, vertex B is corresponding to vertex B. Observe properly, D is corresponding with E and A is corresponding with C. So accordingly if you name, it will be easy. Now for angle side test, two angles should be given, right children, and side. The side is already given. So now comes two angles. Again observe properly. From the given information you will find that angle ABD, this angle, and angle CBE, they are vertically opposite angles. It means this is the hidden information given. So what we have to find is now one more angle. So we got side, we got angle. Now we want one more angle. So which angle it can be? It is the angle adjacent to the side. So when we say angle adjacent to the side, it can be angle A also, or it can be angle D. Accordingly here angle C or E. So we want one angle and it is the adjacent angle. Let's see now how to solve. Solution. In triangle ABD, so this is the name of the triangle ABD. In triangle ABD and CBE, in triangle ABD and triangle CBE. Here specially correspondence are not asked, but better we write. Now we have learnt and understood how to write correspondence. ABD corresponds to CBE. Now what information is given? We will write side AD congruent to side CE. So we will write side AD congruent to side CE. Reason given. Only this one identical marks are given. And then the next we will find is vertically opposite angles. And that is angle ABD, this angle congruent to angle CBA. So we will write angle ABD congruent to angle CBE. The reason is vertically opposite angles. Now these two things are given and we want information needed. Now which is that information needed? We need one angle. So that angle can be angle BAD congruent to BCE, angle BAD. If we are taking BAD, then we have to take BCE. So angle BAD congruent to angle BCE, that is the information needed, additional information. Or one thing is needed. Or we can also say BDA, this angle. If we say BDA angle, then it will be BEC angle. So angle BDA congruent to BEC, information needed. Then only we will get test AAS, triangle ABD congruent to triangle CBE. So how we are going to write the answer now? We will be writing answer, additional information needed to show that triangle ABD congruent to triangle CBE by AAS test is angle BAD congruent to angle BCE or angle BDA congruent to BEC. So here test is given, additional information was required. Assignment. In the adjacent figure, angle DAC is congruent to angle BCA. Which additional information is needed to show that triangle DCA and triangle BAC will be congruent by ASA test? So here two triangles are given. That is the triangle DCA, this one, triangle DCA, and triangle BAC, this is the second one. So two triangles are given and what information is given? Angle DAC, this angle is congruent with angle that is ACB. So you can observe properly, children. A vertex A is corresponding with C and D is corresponding with B. That also you have to keep in mind. Now only one identical marking is given, one information is given, that angle DAC is congruent to angle BCA. So observe the figure, something you will get hidden information, that is some common side or angle or something. So here also it is AC, side AC congruent to side CA, that is it is a common side. So now we got two things and the test is ASA. You got angle, you got side. It means one angle is required. And which is that angle? That angle is ACD, this angle. So CAB, this is the additional information. So first understand the figure. Now this is the way you are going to do the assignment. It is given in the form of activity. In triangle DCA, this is a triangle DCA and triangle BAC. So correspondence is given because better we write, it will help us in naming the corresponding sides, angles and all. So you are going to write the correspondence, that is DCA corresponds to BAC. So we are going to write same correspondence is there, DCA corresponds to BAC. Now what is given is angle DAC. So that is given information congruent to BCA and that information is given. AC congruent to CA, common side. So what is the additional information? Angle ACD, this is the angle ACD congruent to angle CAB. So this thing you are going to write, children. And then triangle DCA is congruent to BAC by SAS test. So final answer you are going to write which additional information is needed. So that you are going to write final answer. This additional information is needed for these two triangles to be congruent by SAS test. So you are going to complete this assignment which is in the form of activity. Thank you children. Go through, practice the sums, and here we have completed chapter 13, congruency of triangles. Sai Ram.